There will always be some unexpected moments taking place at sea. But when idiots take boats out on the water, the likelihood of these moments increases dramatically.
We all gonna drown.
Here's a collision between two container ships at Karachi.
ये क्या हो रहा है? वीडियो जोड़ो हम। दामाई ताऊ ने बेचे ना बचाएंगी रास्ता। तबाही उठवा। ये सारा तबाही हो गया यार।
Could not deliver.
The most extreme boat transportation I've ever seen. The trailer even lost a wheel. The truck was lowered from the ship onto the shore, but alas, in parts.
Also, there will be no bonuses.
The fans of Athletic Bilbao FC decided to throw a party on a ship to celebrate winning the Spanish Cup. And this is how it ended. The river taxi dropped people off a bit earlier than planned. It seems like this outcome was obvious to everyone except the boat driver.
No bueno.
She almost had it.
A cargo ship crashed into cranes used to transport containers at Port Enviap, Turkey, causing them to collapse. I wonder if this was caused by a hurricane, or just someone really bad at piloting a boat. I don't even really understand how he managed to do this, but I think he'll be able to get the boat back in the water by himself. Here's a truly skilled fisherman, catching a fish without any equipment. This idea was questionable from the start, which was only confirmed later. His fishing skills still need some work.
You are so lucky.
During the Monaco Grand Prix, accidents happen not only on the racetrack, but sometimes in the yacht club. Sometimes it's not easy for two ships to pass each other, even in the open sea. This vessel was only just launched, and it immediately sank. Sometimes it happens.
Sounds awful. I'll bring the popcorn.
What was he even hoping for? I'd pay to see the faces of the captains of these ships. I'm pretty sure they're both in shock. This wave proved to be fatal for the boat. The tugboat North Arm Venture capsized while turning at the entrance to the Sèche Rapids off the coast of British Columbia. Looked like he took care of every angle to catch a fish. And yet... Hoist up the sail. May the wind be in his favor.
Love Mary Poppins.
A Russian cargo ship crashed into a bridge in South Korea. He tried to get on the ferry at the very last second. But in the end, his car went into the drink. Oh, those narrow Venetian canals. This boat unexpectedly sank, but fortunately, all passengers managed to evacuate. Well, that didn't go as planned.
Why did you do this?
All it takes is losing one oar, and as a result, the entire boat capsized. If you thought an accident between a jet ski and a regular car was impossible,
it was at this moment that he knew he fucked up.
You were wrong. No motor, no sails, no problem. Try doing that on a trimaran. Here's another guy who doesn't need a motor on a boat, because that's what legs are for.
Just smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave.
Gotta know when to jump ship. Hey, you can't park there. He must have caught a very big fish. This guy slightly overestimated his sense of balance. I sincerely hope his boat is insured. These guys thought to bring a cooler with them, but they all collectively capsized. This boat must be possessed. First, they couldn't start the motor for a while. Then, passing the trees turned out to be a challenge for them.
Meu Deus!
Here's a minor collision. Looks like they didn't even want to find out who was at fault in this situation.
Sorry, kid. Stick.
So, who was baiting whom in the end?
Men in! Men overboard!
Grab that gas.
Nothing to see here. Just a huge lizard that decided it also wanted to ride on the jet ski. The impact on collision was so powerful that the little boat sank in a matter of seconds. But thankfully, the entire crew managed to evacuate the vessel in time. Does this make them go faster? This fishing trip didn't turn out too well for these guys, even if they had a good catch. Let's face it, he's not great at handling this boat. The structure holding the boat was clearly not designed for this amount of weight. A small boat that went off the rails.
Bote louco aqui, ó. Meu Deus. Ai, meu Deus. Que meu Deus do céu. Aí o outro ficou louco agora. Meu Deus do céu. Olha. Agora o outro ficou louco.
Next time, tie it up better. Why is he treating the moored boats this way?
It's drunk, one of the two. Jeez. And he's gonna leave.
This guy wouldn't release his catch without a fight.
Your fisherman muscles.
I've never seen a docking fail so miserably.
Brakes are good.
Looks like someone forgot to put their car in park. The boat launch was a success. Well, almost.
Houston, we have shut down.
A boat got into an accident on land. It happens.
Nice job, man!
The ferry made a mistake maneuvering toward the dock, and as a result, crashed into the boat that was already moored.
Yo, what the? No way! It's actually about to happen. No, hold on, boy. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm stuck! Yo!
Yo, did you go blind?
The braking distance of a boat is usually a few dozen feet. I've never seen anything like this before.
Spectacular!
Did the captain really not realize that the mast wouldn't fit under the bridge? When you don't have a truck, you've got to find other transportation solutions.
It's been a long road, but we're both still here.
That moment when there are more questions than answers. I don't know how it happened, but what I do know is that this vessel won't be sailing anytime soon.
That's a big hole, Bob.
Sometimes you have to saddle the horse to make it listen to you. Seems like this guy needs to saddle his boat.
You're not a cowboy.
How could two large vessels collide in open water? We should probably ask the captains of these boats.
The only way this ship is gonna sink is if the captain's drunk.
The boat decided it had to part ways with its owner.
Whoop.
A small miscalculation, and it looks like they'll have to call a tow truck. And not just for the boat anymore. Now that's what I call a catch. Have any of you ever caught a drone with a fishing rod?
Yeah, crazy. Don't open.
And the award for the most unsuccessful transportation of the year has every chance of going to this driver. You can't park here.
Yeah, that's exactly right. There's a lot of arguments on both sides here about whether or not to begin constructing Hunter Lake.
That's one way to make the evening news.
They need a backup water source.
Precisely everything that could have gone wrong in this situation did.
There's a water gushing out of it now.
First wave got the job done.
Looks like there'll be a surprise waiting for him upon arrival at his destination.
He ain't stopping.
Is this boat on autopilot? Or, if not, where's the captain?
Smart dog.
This situation clearly falls outside the definition of standard. I don't know about you, but I sure believed in him until the end.
Excelente.
Nothing out of the ordinary, just a swordfish attacking a fishing boat.
They're fish with a sword for a nose.
Looks like the tire rubber wore off a couple of miles ago. This wave couldn't be tamed.
Holy crap, that's a big wave.
Keep digging, guys. Keep digging. The water is just a few dozen feet away. Well, what can I say? Fishing clearly didn't go as planned. The reliability of this construction was under question from the start. Why did he even try to get on top of that? An incident captured by a surveillance camera. Looks like this boat needs to get to the water as soon as possible.
Oh yeah. This guy literally is driving by with his boat on fire. I can't explain. It is.
Highway to hell! Oh, no, that's done. Oh, go back. You're gonna get stuck. Go back.
Oops. Did the captain really not see that it wouldn't fit under that bridge? Even a four-wheel drive pickup truck can't always tow such a big boat.
Okay, wait there.
This boat won't be hitting the water anytime soon.
Whoops.
Oops. A little miscalculation. As we've seen, it could have been worse. This is a very independent boat. It kinda looks like they weren't planning to park on this island. This guy decided to cool off a bit.
How is it possible?
The epic sinking of a ship. Well, that sure doesn't go there. I wonder what it's like to realize you're about to crash into a ship, but can't do anything about it. I hope they managed to save the boat.
Come on, baby!
How did this even happen? When will people realize that launching a drone directly from a boat is not safe? Someone should call the firefighters or get the boat to the sea ASAP.
Something's burning.
Another drowned car. When will this end? Looks like this unmanned boat is slowly but surely sinking.
For some reason, I don't know if it was a bottom effect or something. When it was close to the bottom, it lifted it more.
Someone should tell him that you don't have to drive over water.
Oh my God. I am never gonna financially recover from this.
I genuinely feel sorry for him in this situation. So, what if there's a mast missing? Check out how clear the water is. You can even see the sunken car.
Oh shit. Oh, how woody.
This boat has gone mad.
Runaway boat. Oh my God. What the?
Nothing to see here, folks. Just a lonely boat waiting at a traffic light.
There's no water nearby.
There's nothing strange about it.
And now returning to our regularly scheduled content, cars underwater. I wonder how they'll get out of this situation.
It's very simple.
Sport fish beached wide open. Got caught. Happens to all of us. This boat is too small for waves like that, and as a result, it was thrown onto the shore.
What happened to our oars?
What not to do when you're launching a boat into the water. This dog is living its best life. Does anyone know why that boat is tilted on one side? And why is there a car under the boat? That's what happens when you run aground on a reef.
Hey, no parking here, sir.
Out on the sea, you always need to be on high alert. Even something like this can happen. A walrus punctured the rescue dinghy. This is what the most unsuccessful water launch looks like.
You're missing a little.
Can someone explain to me how they managed to do this? Even on a boat, you can crash into the roadside, or in this case, the shore. Sometimes you just need a little push from a friend. This is exactly one of those cases.
This is Sparta!
Well, at least the boat stayed intact. Not such a bad outcome after all. With each of these hits, this boat has fewer and fewer chances of reaching its destination intact. What do you know about fishing? This guy catches fish with his bare hands on a surfboard.
What'd he say? What'd he say?
They say that beauty requires sacrifice. Now we see why. Was it difficult to notice this island in the middle of the sea? Or did the yacht captain just fall asleep?
Yo! Wait,
Oh my god! Is it just me, or does this boat look alive? As if it's trying to tell us something. For this guy, tubing was a much more memorable experience compared to the others. Not the most successful mooring of the ferry, and now it seems like they'll have to build a new dock. Did you enjoy the video? Give it a like, and be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on our new interesting videos.